Hi students, welcome back. So let me explain the next topics in the embedded system, that is the von Neumann and the hardware architecture. So what are these two architectures? So let me explain. Actually, the embedded system architecture, there are two different types. Whatever the processor you are taking, okay, whatever the microcontroller you are taking, that complete embedded system, that architecture can be categorized into two types. One is hardware architecture and another is von Neumann architecture. Okay, so these are the two types of architecture. So embedded system types of architectures. So one is von Neumann and next is hardware architecture. So these are the two different architectures that can be acts as an embedded systems. So what is this von Neumann and what is the hardware architecture? So in this video, I want to explain you what exactly the von Neumann architecture and what is the hardware architecture. So the hardware architecture is mainly when data and code, so whatever the data that and the code that we want to store and access in embedded system, that data and code lies in different memory blocks, so that it referred as a hardware architecture. Let me write the points. When data and code lie in different memory blocks, so remember this point, different memory block, that referred as a hardware architecture. Okay, so whereas in von Neumann architecture, data and code lie in same memory block. Data and code lie in same memory block. So that is the main difference between the von Neumann and the hardware. In the hardware architecture, the complete whatever the data that we are using and whatever the built-in code that is there, so means the data and the instruction, data memory and the instruction memory lie in different memory blocks. They are separate memory blocks. Whereas in von Neumann architecture, both the data and the instructions will be stored in the same memory block. So that's the main difference between von Neumann and hardware. So let me explain about exactly what von Neumann architecture consists of. Von Neumann architecture. So in this architecture, one data path or one bus exists for both instruction and data. Suppose whatever the data path that is there, data, or you can take it as a bus, whether that bus is an address bus, data bus or control bus. So that bus, only one bus is used for both instructions and the data, means both used for the code as well as the data. So only one data bus is used for both instructions and data. So as a result, CPU does one operation at a time. So by doing this, CPU can perform only one operation at a time. One operation at a time. So that is either fetching of data or instruction from memory or performing read-write operations on data. Anything, any one operation can be done at a time. So that is the von Neumann architecture. So it means it allows only the single and sequential memory. This von Neumann architecture allows use of single and sequential memory. So when it supports only the simple hardware, why it is only supports simple hardware? Because it only one bus will be used for both instructions and data, so there is no need of complicated circuit. So let me show you that diagram. Let's take the von Neumann. So the von Neumann is a CPU. It is a controller. So this CPU accessing only one memory block. A single memory block will be accessing by the CPU. So the single memory block consisting of instructions as well as the data. So the instruction and data are lie in the same memory block. Okay. So this is address bus, data bus and control bus. So all this address bus, data bus and control bus is accessing only one memory block, that you call it as a von Neumann architecture. So now let me explain about the hardware architecture. Hardware architecture. So what is this hardware architecture? It offers separate storage and signal buses for instructions and data. So it's just using separate buses for both instruction as well as data. So data can be accessed by one bus and the instruction memory can be accessed by another bus. So this architecture has data storage entirely contained within the CPU. This architecture has data storage entirely contained within the CPU. So remember this point, within the CPU. So here the computers have separate memory area for data as well as a program instruction. So both the data and the program instructions using internal data buses. So which is allowing simultaneous access for both data and instructions. So let me show you. This is a hardware CPU. This hardware CPU is having the separate memory blocks. One is for instruction memory, and another is for data memory. Okay, so each is having the separate buses, that is the address bus, data bus, as well as the control bus. So each having the separate buses. So this is about the hardware architecture. So let me explain you the difference between the hardware and the von Neumann architecture and hardware architecture. So let me explain you the difference between these both, von Neumann and the hardware architecture. So what I said, von Neumann is using only the single memory, and that single memory has to be shared by both code as well as the data. So single memory to be shared by both code and data, that is the instruction and the data will be shared only with the help of the single bus. Whereas the hardware uses this separate memories for both code and data. And next point. So von Neumann architecture, here the processor has to fetch code in one clock cycle and data in another clock cycle. So it requires two set of clock cycles. Required in von Neumann architecture. So one cycle for data fetch and another cycle for instruction fetch. So total it requires two set of clock cycles. So whereas in von Neumann hardware architecture, single set of clock cycle is sufficient. Single set of clock cycle is sufficient. Why single cycle of clock cycle is sufficient? Because as separate buses are used to access the code and data, so single set is enough. And next is here in von Neumann architecture, pipelining is not possible. Pipelining is not possible. So whereas in hardware, pipelining is possible. Pipelining is possible. And next, von Neumann architecture is a simple in design. It requires only less hardware components to design this von Neumann architecture, whereas hardware architecture is complex to design. Complex in design. So these are the difference between the von Neumann and hardware architecture. So in this video, I explained what exactly the von Neumann architecture and what is a hardware architecture. And this is a hardware architecture and the difference between the von Neumann and the hardware. Thank you.